So I just got home from the movie. I think I told you guys, right? That I was going to see Wicked with um with my sisters and family friends and everybody. It was my some of my sister's coworkers and like there were some people that we didn't know, but like mostly it was the core group, at least the people that wanted to. And I ended up spending the day with my best friend from high school, who it's probably been like a month since we really got to connect. Because typically we would go walking around a lake or down some trails. We did a little bit of Patapsco, the park. We did some trails there, but like now that it's getting colder, it's going to be way more difficult to find time for or find opportunities for stuff like that. She's going back to school and like it's a whole thing. But we got like pretty much a full day. She came to the gym today and we did my Friday and my Saturday workouts together. She mostly she got there a little bit later, so like it was the tail end of the Friday workout and then all of the Saturday workout. And then a little bit of interval training on the treadmill, just like 3 minutes of running, 15 minutes of walking. Nothing crazy, just to start. And we got to talk about a lot of stuff. We got to spend some time together. It was really cool. And then, we went to the movie. We got Taco Bell, which was my monthly food allowance for fast food or even restaurant food. I pretty much only eat out once a month, and that was the one. And it's the end of the month, so I made it most of November without fast food. And last month was like Chinese. While I was watching movies with the kids, we watched Coco. So Wicked 2, very good. I don't want to like talk about it because like spoilers, but I loved that movie. And I never really felt strongly about Wicked, and then I saw that one. I saw Wicked and I was like, okay, this is pretty good, but it didn't feel like complete. It felt like I needed to see the other part before I could really make an assessment about Wicked. And seeing the ending here, just chef's kiss. Like done. I'm sold. It's amazing. So at the end of the movie, we all took a picture in front of the poster like we did last year when we saw the first one. And everybody had to pick a side, Elphaba or Glenda. And clearly the duality, you don't pick one or the other, you're both. That's how I feel. I'm both. So I sat down in the middle. I wouldn't choose. And King of Cups, the old one that like ended up getting a boyfriend and like they're super happy together, like he did the same thing, which I thought was interesting. You never know who leans into their dualism, their duality, their oneness until you see it in action, which is fascinating. But saw that movie, and then we went and got shakes afterwards. And I feel like so full. I had popcorn, and I had peach rings and sour worms, and like Gatorade because I didn't want to drink water. So I wasn't gonna drink soda. I don't drink soda. So I was like, all right, it's a flavored drink. Why not? So I drank Gatorade, and I don't really eat popcorn or do any of that stuff. It was like a full blown snack day, and it was kind of nice, like having a little friend date. Like we worked out hard. We saw a nice movie, which the ADHD was on 11 for, and it was really difficult to sit still that long. But I did it, and then we went out and got a drink and got to talk and just like spent quality time. And it was probably the closest thing to a date I've had. And even though it was with a girl and a best friend, from the past, it was very comfortable. And it made me feel more confident that I could do that with somebody I barely know. Because I do know her, I did know her, but I haven't spent that much time with her in the last however long, and I let her drive. I let her drive 3 times so far, and you know me, I don't drive with anybody, so like that was a big deal. And today I told her like it was a big deal that I let her drive. She understands like how long I spent not driving, how I only drove with a couple people, and it was a step in the right direction for me in my comfort zone to expand that bubble. So I don't know. I feel a little bit more confident now that I could go to Shake Shack and get a drink with somebody, or like, go. Maybe I don't know about dinner. I don't know about restaurants, but like maybe I could. Maybe it wouldn't be totally uncomfortable. Maybe it would be fine. At least in the winter, it's not really going to be an option to stay outside. It's an option. I feel like it's a good soft launch to see if I'm really ready for that kind of activity. But after my current realizations regarding persons of interest, I don't know. I'm still pretty mind blown about the whole thing. I'm still planning on doing the marathon. I no longer think any of the monikered men are interests because nothing really points to that anymore. But they are important. They are here for a reason. They're part of the story for a reason. And I need to keep on tracking how those relationships form, how they continue, how they develop, because they're there for a reason. But I don't think this other person, I don't know what's going to go on there. I don't know if I should even talk about it if something does happen, which I'm not planning on, but you never know. The whole thing has me feeling a little uncomfortable, but I trust in the divine. I'm uncomfortable because I think I'm uncomfortable because it feels different. It was unexpected and it feels different in a way that like, so far we've had other people that like looked like the twin flame in little regards and it made me want to pursue them. We've had energy that was vibrant and intense enough that I wanted to pursue it. We've had sexual energy that was intense enough that I feel like I would have pursued it. But we haven't had a whole lot of those light bulb moments where you're just like thunderstruck. And you have this knowing. I'm kind of scared, kind of nervous, kind of weirded out. And if nothing happened, that would be okay. But I've almost got this energy of like I kind of want to like sit back and wait and see and just let things develop in the way that they were already going to. If that's what spirit wants to happen, that's exactly what will happen. And if they don't, then it wasn't a thing anyway, and that's all right. And whatever challenges might arise, we've got the page turning into the king. We've got 8 of Pentacles. We've got justice. We already know that there will be challenges. But sometimes those situations do lead to happiness. And you can't predict the future based on the challenges you see. Open minds, open hearts. working it out's a